The time is now. You have been lied to. It's time to throw the lies in the trash. It's time to make your own decisions. At 16, you are now mentally ready to differ from right from wrong, knowing what's taught to you right and wrong, knowing how to do right and wrong. Honestly, there's no such thing as right and wrong. It's actually the perspective on how you do it what makes it right or wrong. How you look at it is what makes it right or wrong. Collectively, people have adapted to a certain belief of right and wrong. They call it the norm. Honestly, I believe the norm is wrong because it's made up. What is normal? There's no such thing as normal. Everyone has their own individual norms. How the hell can you create a collective conscious norm? It's no such thing. You've been lied to. It's time to cut the shit out. A lot of the Bibles or, religious books or, educational books, a lot of them are lies because they only tell you half the truth. They give you a degree of the truth. Hence, the degrees they give you in college. A degree, associate's degree. It's 2 years. A bachelor's degree. It's 4 years. You got a degree of teaching. It's not the holistic teaching. So they lie to you all the time. You feel me? It's still some other stuff you gotta learn. There's such a minute amount of stuff we know on Earth. Even about Earth. We don't know nothing about Earth, to be honest. We know a little bit. We know a small. Even all the information that's coming out now. It's so small, it's ridiculous. It's time for you to understand that you're being lied to. It's time for you to find out the real truth. It's all in how the words and how they act towards you. People in general, not just the white people. People in general. You have to pay attention to the words they give you, the words that they say to you, how they act to you. All that is sometimes can be it's by lies. A lot of people get you by attracting you with emotion. They can emotionally get you happy. They can sell you anything. They lying to you all the time. All the time. There's so many things that have been created that it's not true. Like gender roles, for example. Roles, you know what roles is? ROLES means like actor. It's an actor. It's a role that you play, a character. You playing a gender character. No such thing as gender. Gender is made up. If you really get into the story of gods and stuff, real gods are androgynous, meaning both sexes in one. The energy is both, and even if they got genitals, most of the time it can be both, because there's no such thing as separate. Your brain together are two different energies. It's a male and female side. Together is androgynous. Together is one thing. No such thing. They separated. Your brain might not even have two hemispheres. It may be one. They may have broken it up into one hemisphere in the diagram. No one knows. Well, I guess they got real pictures of our brains and stuff. But who knows if that's the real brain, except for the scientists that's working on the brain. But I'm pretty sure that was created. The hemispheres if they do have them, were created. Were messed with. I'm sure that was what it was. I'm sure it was. A long time ago, I'm sure people was not two hemisphere people their whole life. I just don't believe it. A lot of things, a lot of words, just made up words. Made up words. Like, just made up. A lot of things you just don't need to believe. How can the one God, how can your main source God could be an angry, hateful person when they also say he all loving? They must be talking about another God, not the source God. There are many gods. There are different aspects of the one God. The one God is not hateful at all. He loves you. He supports you. He is why you are born. But the individual aspects of God, yeah, the one that you are worshiping, whatever one that you are choose or are worshiping, is the one that you get angry with you or shoot you down or thunderbolt you down, which to me sounds like Zeus and not the source God. But that's another story. Just pay attention. Like, you being lied to, man. This is serious business. Like, think about it. If nobody ever told you how old you are, or if you were a male or female when you were first born, how would you know? You wouldn't know. I know. That's what's so crazy. You wouldn't know. It's mind-blowing to really just think about that. If no one told you you were a male, you went throughout your whole life and no one told you you were male or female, it would change your life. You would live so different. If no one told you you were 25 or 80 years old, you would live different. You may act like a 25-year-old when you really 80. Who's to say we 80 years old? Who's to say it's 2015 right now? Who's to say? What proof do you have to say that it's 2015 if the earth has been here for millions of years, billions of years? Really? Who's to say what year it really is? Who's to say how old or how long time really is? I guess you can explain time through the solar system, our solar system, the sun, and all the planets and stuff. You can tell it that way, but you can't tell number time. That was created. As far as 1 through 12, yeah, that makes sense. But what about the minutes? You use a sundial. Sundials don't tell you exact minutes. They tell you close around about. It could be 12:20. You can get close. It could be 12:21, 23:25. That was created. It was a setback. You feel me? And a holistic is a setback, but it can be used, for setting up stuff, scheduling. That's white people stuff. Scheduling a meeting. People weren't scheduling meetings like that back in the day in nature. When was they scheduling meetings like that? Meet me when the sun's going down in this part in this area. Like, you was being lied to. Like, certain stuff they just make up. If no one told you was this tall, you wouldn't treat yourself like you was 5 foot. If no one told you was 5 foot, how can you act like a 5 foot person? You only know by range. Like, if something was too tall for you and you couldn't reach it, that's how you would know. But you wouldn't know the exact inches and meters and feet and all that shit. If no one told you you had big feet, you wouldn't have it. People would lie to you all the time. The mirror kind of is like a lie, because throughout your life they molded you and told you how you is and how you look, and then you look in the mirror and you see that. But what if you never ever was told by anybody else nothing different, and then one day you see the mirror and you see how you really look? Just think about that, man. It's over with that lying shit, man. It's over for just believing anything, saying you ain't had no choice, man. You had a fucking choice. You always got a choice. That shit real. You always got a choice. You get 18, man, no more of that lying shit, man. You got a choice, man. You just decide not to, because everything is mind. Your mind says you can't do it, you can't do it. Old people say, I can't get up and do this. You can't do that because you say you can't do it. Your mind was distracting you and stopping you and holding you back. Man, you always got a choice, man. Don't believe the hype, man. Be your own person, man. Recognize the truth. Stop at the lies. Stop believing in the lies. Stop falling into the trap. I like how nowadays they changed the word trap, like from the goon trap into like, it's a different way people use it, and they're not using it the same anymore. That's what real words is. You can make up your own words. They call it neo-physism or something like that. You can make your own words. You can give yourself the own. That's what people do. Make your own words up. Give everything your own definition. That's what the people in the ghetto or the hood do. Man, you fried. You lit. This shit lit, man. I'm dead. Like, not literally dead. It's just I'm cracking up. Like a slang. That's what real words is. You put a definite meaning on something that's fake. I'm just saying. Get your shit together, man. You always got a choice. Believe in yourself. Know yourself. Ride for yourself. Ride for everything that you love. Be true. And believe it or not, man, the truth is there. Understand it. Know it. Back it up.